Listen up, there's not a moment to spare. It's quite a drop from the top, so how you feeling down there? It's a cold, cruel, harsh reality. Caught, stuck here with your enemies. Who do you think you are? Tearing us all apart. Where did you think you could go? 'Cause everyone already knows it's 20 to 1. Yeah, so you better run. You got the world on its knees. You're taking all that you please. You want more, but you get nothing from me. You like the burden we bear. You love the hate that we share. You want more, but you get nothing from me. But enemies, enemies. You started something that you just couldn't stop. You turned the ones that you love into the angriest mob. And the one last wish is that you pay for it. And there's no way you're getting out of this. Who do you think you are? Tearing us all apart. Where did you think you could go? 'Cause everyone already knows it's 20 to 1. Yeah, so you better run. You got the world on its knees. You're taking all that you please. You want more, but you get nothing from me. You like the burden we bear. You love the hate that we share. You want more, but you get nothing from me. But enemies, enemies, enemies. Where did you think you could go? 'Cause everyone already knows it's 20 to 1. Yeah, so you better run. You got the world on its knees. You're taking all that you please. You want more, but you get nothing from me. You like the burden we bear. You love the hate that we share. You want more, but you get nothing from me. You got the world on its knees. You're taking all that you please. You want more, you get nothing from me. You like the burden we bear. You love the hate that we share. You want more, you get nothing from me. But enemies, enemies,
If you smell what the Rock is cooking. I hear voices in my head. They counsel me. They understand. They talk to me. You got your rules and your religion, all designed to keep you safe. But when rules start getting broken, you start questioning your faith. I have a voice that is my savior, hates to love and loves to hate. I have a voice that has the knowledge and the power to your fate.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to a WWE Wrestling Talk Show with Lisa Rock Jones and
Sean Randy Smith.
our WWE Hell in a Cell 2016, which was presented by the Raw brand, is in the books, and we are going to review the show.
Yes, we do.
which had, let's just say, its fair share of controversial finishes.
Yes. Well, we've got a lot of controversial finishes to discuss.
But we'll get to that in a while. The Kickoff Show, of course, had its own match, and this was a 6-man tag team match featuring the Cruiserweights of Raw, in which Cedric Alexander and Sin Cara,
good,
high flying, I think is the word.
yes, high-flying, entertaining.
But not very long.
No, very short. Let's be honest, folks.
Well, the Kickoff Show or pre-show matches always are. And the eventual winners of the match were the tag team of Cedric Alexander, Lince Dorado, and Sin Cara.
And now, on to the main match card.
The main match card started off with the legendary for the first of the 3 Hell in the past few months, with the new United States Champion Roman Reigns
Hoorah!
defending his new mid-card demotion championship of the United States Championship against Rusev.
Rusev Machka.
This was brutal.
Yes, very.
We had the steel steps, candlesticks, chains,
We had everything.
and that's not, of course, including the fact the cell in itself was used as a weapon.
Yes, but in any event,
The finish to this match was, I'm pretty sure, as everyone was expecting.
was
If I recall correctly, Roman Reigns hit a spear. Or was it over the steel steps or on?
he hit a Samoan drop on the steel steps.
And then a spear, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Yeah. Which got him the 1, 2, 3, and Roman Reigns is still the United States Champion.
He is indeed.
And I would presume that this will now feature the end of this rivalry, because they were supposed to face each other at SummerSlam. They faced each other at Clash of Champions. And they faced each other here.
Yes, but what was our next match of the evening?
The next match of the evening was... I'm not sure of the storyline behind it, but it was more or less a throwaway match.
Which was?
With Dana Brooke taking on Bayley. The storyline going into this was basically how Dana Brooke, along with Charlotte, have been poking fun at Bayley, and Bayley was able to take Dana Brooke out of the equation when Sasha Banks challenged Charlotte for the Raw Women's Championship.
I thought this match was relatively good.
It is relatively good. I mean, Bayley is a good worker. I'm not a big fan of Dana Brooke, I will admit. And some people will complain about Bayley's character either being too childish
Or too reminiscent, so.
well, too childish, too immature, or possibly being a female version of John Cena, which, in all intents and purposes, she is, except there's one big key difference.
match turned out to be?
Bailey.
Not a surprise there.
Now, over the past few months, people have been complaining, I think I'm one of them, with the way that Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson would have been treated. Feeling that they should be the tag team champions and sort of wanted at SummerSlam and things like that. So our next match was a tag team match between Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson and the fun tag team of Enzo Amore and Big Cass.
Now, let's just cut to the chase, really. The club wanted to cut the fun out of the tag team division.
And they did in a relatively short period of time.
Yes.
Because this was, yet again, quite a short match.
Unfortunately.
Which had Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson as the victors.
Moving swiftly on.
Now, next, and you may be very surprised to hear that this match was this early on the match card,
And the match in question
was Kevin Owens defending the Universal Championship against Seth Rollins
and this marks
inside
our
Hell in a
first.
Cell.
This marks our first controversial finish.
Well, yeah, first controversial finish. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, people, but isn't part of the idea of the Hell in a Cell to keep people out?
And not let people in. Chris Jericho.
Yes, because there came a point during the match where the referee got knocked down.
And too injured to continue.
After he got sprayed with a fire extinguisher, so we had to send a referee in. When at this point, Kevin Owens' BFF, Chris Jericho, decides to enter the Hell in a Cell, more or less turning the match into a 2-on-1 handicap match.
Which wasn't the intended plan.
But it took a lot, despite all of that, it took a lot for them to gain an advantage, because Rollins attacked Jericho. Jericho was able to stop her pedigree, stop pinfalls.
But in any event, eventually the numbers game caught up with Seth Rollins.
Yes, and after executing a DDT with a steel chair, Owens then powerbombed Rollins through 2 chairs.
In order to get the 1, 2, 3.
And that is, whilst I will complain with the way the match ended, I will not complain with the fact that Owens is still the Universal Champion, because if you want to take him seriously, then he needs to keep the title for a bit longer.
Yes. But our next match is yet another annoyingly controversial finish.
Yes, this featured the WWE Cruiserweight Championship,
in which TJ Perkins defended his WWE Cruiserweight title against the Brian Kendrick.
He's not the Brian Kendrick anymore, he's just Brian Kendrick.
Okay, I beg your pardon.
This was a rematch from Clash of Champions, because it took place there. This match was ended in a controversial way yet again, due to the fact that towards the end of the match, Brian Kendrick, you could say, pulled an Eddie Guerrero,
Yes.
but not in the same style, because Kendrick feigned a knee injury before surprising Perkins, hitting him with a headbutt and applying the Captain's Hook, not to be confused with Captain Hook from Peter Pan, to make Perkins tap out. And Brian Kendrick is now the new Cruiserweight Champion, and I believe that it is Kendrick's first singles championship in both of his WWE runs.
It is absolutely. You are exactly right, Mr. Rock.
Now we go to another tag team championship match, which yet again controversial finish.
Yes, very. Between the teams in question was the New Day defended the Raw Tag Team Championships against the New Day against the Team Hell No 2.0 in Cesaro and Sheamus.
Now, I would have put money going onto this that Sheamus and Cesaro would win the match.
But the short thing was, let's just be honest, it didn't happen.
It didn't happen because at the end of the match, Cesaro applied the sharpshooter on Xavier Woods, because competing in the match we had Big E and Xavier Woods, which is a rarity in itself.
Yes, very.
Whilst at the same time, Sheamus did attack Big E with the trombone.
At this point, the referee saw.
Well, didn't see that bit, but what the referee did see was Kofi Kingston hitting Trouble in Paradise on Sheamus, which resulted in a disqualification, which means that Cesaro and Sheamus did win the match, but due to the result that the match ended by disqualification, the New Day keep the Raw Tag Team Championships.
Yes, they do. So Reign is getting ever nearer to demolition.
Yes, Demolition had the Tag Team Championships for about 470 something days.
Yes. So, on to our next controversial match.
Well, this isn't really a controversial finish, it's more of a controversial start.
Yes.
But this is a history-making event, which WWE has done a couple of times over the past year. I mean, we had the first women's Iron Man match last year in NXT. Now we have not only the first women's Hell in a Cell match, but they are also main eventing the pay-per-view.
So we had a history-making main event.
This was Sasha Banks defending the Raw Women's Championship, which she had won 4 weeks ago on Raw from Charlotte against Charlotte.
And Charlotte was the one that was challenging Sasha Banks for the title.
Which
But
is basically
before the match even started,
Yes,
there
because-
was a blindside.
Yes, because both competitors got to the ring. The Hell in a Cell started rolling. Now, in my experience, the Hell in a Cell is lowered before the competitors even get inside the ring.
Yes.
But in this event, they were in the ring, the cell started to lower, when Charlotte blindsides Sasha Banks.
Yes, she does.
They end up brawling back and forth for a while outside the ring, whilst Vassal actually lowers. And then the match actually gets underway.
In which Sasha Banks gets put through the announce table by Charlotte.
Yes, Sasha Banks gets put through the announce table. Medical staff come out with a stretcher. Charlotte is about to be announced a winner by forfeit when Sasha Banks gets off the stretcher and enters the cell where the match actually officially gets underway. Then the match basically goes as to what we expect a Hell in a Cell match to be. And considering that this was a women's Hell in a Cell match, I was surprised, but pleasantly surprised at exactly how brutal it was. We had a moment where Sasha Banks played tribute to Eddie Guerrero with the Three Amigos and a Frog Splash.
Very nice touch there, Sasha.
However, that was not enough because that came to a close 2 count. We had more tables get involved into the match.
When you thought the Dudleys were good with tables.
We had the figure 8 applied, but Sasha brought a chair into the equation to break the hold.
Clever thinking again, Sasha.
The finish of this match ended with an attempted powerbomb through the tables.
By Sasha Banks?
Yes, but Charlotte ended up throwing Sasha onto the table, or through the table.
Because Sasha's bank gave out.
Yes, and then hit Charlotte with a national selection and got the 1, 2, 3 count, and Charlotte is now a 3-time Raw Women's Champion, and at the rate that WWE is going with trading the title back and forth, Charlotte is going to end up being a 16-time Women's Champion.
Yes, and originally that wasn't part of the plan. The original part of the plan was to allow Sasha Banks to win, but then Vince McMahon at the last minute said,
Yes, it really annoys people because I think practically everyone involved, fans definitely, were expecting Sasha Banks to retain the championship. And one of the most annoying things is when WWE Vince McMahon decides to change things at the last minute.
So, that is how WWE Hell in a Cell 2016 for Raw finished.
Yes, overall, despite the results, we can complain about who wins and who loses, but overall, it was a good show.
It was. But join us soon for SmackDown vs. Raw. No, not the Game Series. Where it will be Raw vs. SmackDown in Survivor Series.
Well, it will be a mixture of Survivor Series along with NXT TakeOver Toronto, which takes place the night before Survivor Series.
Yeah, so until then, join us then for both those shows. He's been
Reese The Rock Jones, and he's been
Sean Randy Smith.
Until next time.